when the student is asked to correct the form of the verb, this is going to be one of 12 ones. That's why the question is very difficult to most of the students. And that's why they make many mistakes, you see. But also the students should put in consideration that such a question is to check the time of the tense first of all. Then the number of the verb to agree with the number of the subject. Also, it is going to see whether the tense is active or passive. Above all, whether it is main or not main verb. Main, not main verb. If the student is to concentrate on all these targets, is going to achieve a good answer and a correct answer as well. Okay. Now we are going to to return to another chart. You see. Yes. Here, I want everyone to concentrate on the board. Practice on time and tenses. Before you start practicing, you should consider the following. If it is the main verb, that is to be corrected. First of all, the time of the tense is our target. Then the number of the subject is to agree with the number of the verb. And finally, whether the tense is active or passive. You should do these things before do anything. Let us practice on some questions. For example, here in question 1, cattle dash be source of food in Sudan. Number 2, think carefully before you take action. Number 3, I can ride a horse when I was 10 years old. Number 4, the sun not rise in the west. Number 5, they be friends since 1992. Number 6, she read a new book at the moment. Okay. Here, yes, if we are to answer this, we should concentrate on the time of the tense. Cattle be source of food in the Sudan. Here, this is a present simple tense because it is a fact. So the answer is going to be cattle are. Cattle are sources of food in Sudan. Number 2, think carefully before you take action. This is an infinitive. So we are going to be careful, think carefully before you take action. It's going to be as it is. Number 3, I can ride a horse when I was 10 years old. This is a past time. I could ride a horse when I was 10 years old. Number 4, the sun not rise in the west. Also, this is a fact. The answer is going to be the sun doesn't rise in the west. Number 5, they be friends since 1992. Since here is to refer to the present perfect tense, so the answer is going, they have been friends since 1992. Number 6, she read a new book at the moment. This is to refer to the present continuous tense. And we know that the rule is going to be like this. She is reading a new book at the moment, you see. In this way, you are going to answer after you concentrate on each details which we have spoken about when you decide the time of the tense, when you know the number of the subject to agree with the number of the verb. Also, sometimes the verb may be passive voice, not active.